Hi guys, you're back with us at Beamer Sun Garage. We appreciate you coming back. What's going on down here? Something's going on down here. I wonder what this is. Huh, an umbrella. Used to be over the dirt bike. Not there anymore. There's a 10 by 10 partition with a tarp on it. What's that doing there? Oh, the hood's open on the Roadrunner. Well, what's going on there? Huh. You guys are going to have to wait and see. So what we got here, we got this troll, #1 troll, the biggest pussy on YouTube, Austin Ornduff. So here he is, talking shit with his daddy. And look at this hat. It says pedophile hunter. He's hunting pedophiles now. What, are you going to try to lose your virginity? Is that what you figured out? Yeah, that's what it is. He's going to be hunting. This guy's sick. This guy is just, he's just so sick, guys. He's going to try to find pedophiles so he can have sex with them. He's a virgin, and I guess he figured the only thing he can get is some stick pussy. Oh, you're sick, dude. You're just one sick son of a bitch. This is the same guy that here we go. Here he is. This is the same guy. Here it is. That was brandishing a gun. Here he is. Look at this kid. Man, he's pathetic. He's dirty. He's nasty. He won't take a bath or wash his hair. So he covers his greasy hair up. Man, this kid's nasty. So this kid goes around and he tries to intimidate people with his gun and his size. And of course he was bullied in school, and I was right on that. But he caused it. He tried to bully people in school, and then he come across a real bully. And then the real bully kicked his ass, and he got what he deserved. And obviously he didn't get enough, that's for sure. So, these guys just never cease to amaze us, and they just keep coming up with more bullshit, He's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. So there you go, guys. We thought we'd just bring that on here and show you what this basically piece of white trash is up to now. Him and his dad sold their gutters for crack money. They're on drugs. I mean, they're on some serious drugs. So what we're doing today is we're going to finally get something done on this Roadrunner. It's been 15 years since this thing locked up tighter than a drum over at my old place I used to live at. Been here for 13 years on this property, and I haven't done anything with it. So we put a call into Super Sam, and he was interested in coming over and helping, and we called him today, and we don't know if he's going to make it or not. But meanwhile, we got a partition set up, which unfortunately I can't find the real cover that goes over it, so I put a tarp that my son had bought, and got the little pup pen here. We're waiting for the sun to kind of clear over these trees a little bit. And we're going to pull this intake and heads. And we're going to find out what's going on with this engine, why this engine locked up. So we're going to do a video showing where everything went and everything was. We noticed the PCV valve right here, it's hooked to the breather vent on the carburetor. It's supposed to go to vacuum. So there's another reason it wasn't running right. That's for sure. There, the PCV valve's plugged off, so it didn't have any positive crankcase ventilation whatsoever. And this engine never ran right from day one since I got this car. And I traded a Challenger and $1,000 cash. And that's how the linkage hooks up. That's the kick down right there. Looks like it's actually hooked to, maybe hooked to the tranny down there, I don't know. It may just be dangling. We'll find out that when we. So we're going to pull these headers, and pull this intake, and then pull the heads. And then we're going to find out what this, what happened to this engine, and we're going to find out what year it is. I believe it's a 70, if I'm not mistaken. I think you got to remove this plate right here. There's a plate right there. I think you got to remove that plate, but it may be right there. There's some numbers right there. Can't really pick it up. I'm pretty sure it's a 70 model engine. it's the correct year, but it's not the right engine. This is not the original engine here. Well, that supposedly was a 383 automatic car, and this is a 440. So, yeah, it's gonna be cool to dig into it after all these years and find out what happened to it. We originally nicknamed this car the No Name National Roadrunner. We don't know what we're gonna call it anymore because we'll probably never go to the No Name Nationals. It's just too far away in Missouri from where I'm at in Ohio. This was burnt orange, which is Mark Warman's favorite color. The car was burnt orange inside, burnt orange outside. It's supposed to be 1-on-1. I can't verify that. I'm just telling you what the owner told me. It's supposed to be 1-on-1, so we don't know. We'll have to figure all that out. I'm surprised water didn't get down in this thing. Those open turn signal lights right there are wide open. Water should have got down into this engine by now. Been sitting here for all these years and sitting at the other house with the valve covers off. So we're gonna get this intake off of it, and then we're gonna get the heads off, and then we're gonna find out what happened to this thing. The push rods aren't bent, and if the valve smacked that push rod, it would surely be bent. And if I remember right, I went around with a hammer and I smacked on all those valves. If they're hitting the piston, you would know it when you smacked that hammer with the valve. So, pretty sure that's what happened to it. I think the timing chain fell off of it and, it locked up because of a valve. I don't believe the connecting rod came off. It wasn't hammering, it wasn't knocking. When it happened, it was running like shit, like it was out of time. And then all of a sudden, as it was sitting there idling, it just locked up tighter than the drum. So does Mach 1. The Mach 1 did the same thing. And I think it's what happened to that. I think the timing chain top sprocket fell off of it. I put a timing chain and gears in it, but I didn't use any Loctite on anything. So pretty sure that's what happened to the Mach 2. That'd be a whole nother video. Whole nother set of videos for the Mach. We're going to start getting to some of these cars. My son made a wrong statement. I told him I was going to pull the heads off this thing. He said, "You can't do that." Hell, I can't. I could do anything I put my mind to it. And my son said it because he's heard this negative stuff when he was a kid growing up from his grandpa and his grandmother. "You can't do that. You can't do that." And I've told him, I've showed him over and over, don't ever count Dad out. We were doing the Bonneville. We did a cam and swap and a bunch of work on it. He said, "You can't do that." Really get a good smack on that. Wire plug wires in the way. They don't sound the same. That's that tinging sound. Them sound like they're hitting the top of the pistons. They don't sound free, but she locked up for some reason, and we're going to find out why. So we'll bring you back on another video. We're going to get the intake off right now, then the heads. It's going to be a lot of work. Looks like we got to take all these brackets out, how the brackets are set up. There's a spacer right there behind the alternator. That bracket goes like that. That bottom bracket goes like that. Power steering bracket goes like that. Good thing about the videos that I do here, I can actually see how things actually went together before I tear it apart. And then when I do, I can always go back to the video and say, well, how did that go? That's got a spacer on it. That's weird. And of course, you want to get a couple little like totes or something, and like get something to put all the bolts in for the intake, and then get something for the head bolts, and all the bolts, and then all the front. I'm not going to pull the timing cover off of it right now. It's just going to have to unbolt the alternator, and have to unbolt the, that's it, the alternator. The power steering can stay hooked to the block. Just the alternator is going to have to, that's just one bolt. I mean, it's just one bolt right there. One bolt, I gotta take one bolt out. No, I don't want to do the timing cover. Yeah, all that's gonna have to come off. You know, water pump. Actually, the water pump could stay on it. You can pull the timing or the you can pull the front cover off with the water pump on the cover, timing cover. Okay, guys. So there we go. Let's see you in the next one, guys. Stay tuned and wish us luck on the 70 Roadrunner, formerly known as a No Name National, a No Name Roadrunner. There's Itty Bitty. She's out here today. My little kitty. What's up, Itty Bitty? I just love this kitten. Give her. Oh, look what she can do. Yeah, on my shoulder. Trying to get her to jump off on the Roadrunner. There she goes. That's my kitten, Itty Bitty. Her mama was lucky too. Don't know who her daddy is, but we know who her mama is. I just love that kitten. Okay, guys, so we're going to get at it. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.